Welcome everyone back to After Curfew Interviews with Kyle. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are in the world, and I hope and if you are having a bad day, I hope this makes it better. I'm here, and it's for you guys. It may not have seemed like it's been a while, but for me, it has been a while since I've done one of these, and I thought, what better way than to celebrate my return to the interview series than interview someone that I've been trying to interview for a long time. Today I'm joined with my friend and guest, Joey, also known as JoeyXP. Joey, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey everyone. Alright, okay, so I am a fellow content creator trying to, so what I do is I record games, I play video games, I play a lot of games actually, it's a pretty big hobby. I also like to edit, like, people tell me, like, why do you like to edit so much? It's like, what I say is, I just really like it, I don't know, so what I do is I edit videos, I add memes to it to make it funny. And
Yeah,
so but my goal is to not get popularity, not like get like verified or something. My goal is
right.
to prove to everyone that if you put time and effort to whatever you're doing, you can one day succeed in that goal. That is my goal of
I see.
YouTube.
Wow. Well, I guess inspirational motivation is not what I gotta say.
Yeah,
Well, that's exciting to hear, and thank you so much for coming on coming on the interview.
it's no problem, man.
Yeah, it's we've been trying to do this for a long time. You won't believe
Yeah.
it, guys.
Like
Partially
I
it's
like
me
at
avoiding.
times, like I'm at like I have to do something with my family because, like, you
Right,
can't, you have to balance your YouTube stuff with your family because
right.
at the end
Personal
of the
life.
day your family's always with you, so
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree. Well, yeah, it's been a while since I've said this, but I have a quote. That's great. I'll just give you the rundown. Every interview I do, give a little quote. It's kind of like a way to just conversate with my guest on the interview, and then we get into some questions.
Alright, bet.
The quote I have is, I guess you could say it's about strength. The quote is, "Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient."
It's a beautiful quote.
Yeah.
I see how it's used in everyday life.
Uh,
I imagine in my head. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I feel like I guess my interpretation of this quote would just be that it's it's a lot like God, how do I explain this? It's okay, so it's like life won't get any more easy. Okay, it may seem easy, but that it may seem like it's getting easier at certain times, but that's just
But
you
it's just
growing
preparing
stronger.
you.
Right, exactly. That's just you growing stronger, right? You know,
Yeah.
life, you can't change the way of life. There's a certain wavelength for everything. There's a certain like way that things go. That's why certain things run the way certain things run. It's because there's a basis, right? There's a
Yeah.
natural standard of life, and life won't get easier. Won't, and like it says, won't get more forgiving, but you will get stronger and more resilient. So I guess that's how I interpret the quote.
Well, okay. So am I supposed to interpret, right?
I
Okay.
mean, you don't have to. You can, if you agree with what I said. I
Well,
mean,
I
it's
agree.
up
I
to you.
agree with you. I agree with you saying. I agree.
Well, I mean, yeah, life. It's a complicated thing because I feel like a lot of people struggle with trying to understand what they want to do in life or what they're trying to find. I guess with their
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on. I think I have the word life's purpose. A lot of people are searching for that, and sometimes it gets really hazy when you look into that part. So this quote kind of reminds you, you'll get stronger, but life won't get any more forgiving.
It's a constant reminder that nothing's easy.
Right. Yeah. Um. Well, thank you. That's a great. It's a great little quote segment that we have, and
Yeah.
it feels
Right.
good to kind of be back. It's been a while, but anyhow, time to interview.
Alright,
I have a few questions. You know,
wait on me.
I definitely first thing I want to mention right off the bat is I love your videos. They're funny and you incorporate your editing. I noticed you did. I predicted that you were an editor and that you edited some videos for other people as well
Yeah,
because your editing was very good.
thank you, man. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
your editing is very top notch and it's elite if you must. Um, but yeah, I just want you. I guess my first question is what would you say is like, okay, from a content creator standpoint, right? So
Okay.
as a creator, I guess what would be like the biggest struggle with the whole editing process? Because I don't know how to edit, so
keep
I'm
going.
still learning how.
Alright, so the biggest struggle with editing is before you edit. It's basically the recording. So like imagine like there's a lot of games that are good quality that are having a worthy potential of a good video. Sometimes there's going to be like errors like mic's not working or it's not capturing your friend's audio or game not working or webcam turns out or stuff. Like
Right.
there's going to be some times where you
Complications.
struggle and then like yeah like technical difficulties, yeah, and
Right,
like I
right.
struggle with that the most, but like how I see it, it's like it's practice makes perfect. Like you
Yeah,
found a mistake,
I
now
agree.
you know that's what causes a mistake and you can learn better. That's
Right.
that's what keeps me going and figure out new ideas for new videos and stuff like that.
I see. And yeah, what you said kind of leads me to my next question, which you kind of already answered vaguely a little, but I guess where do you get your inspiration for like games that you play or record? I guess.
Oh, so I what
How do
I
you
would say was
determine which games to play? That's what I mean.
you basically like what I see in my recommendations, like if I go on YouTube I see what kind of games, like it depends on how much I see it. Like imagine have you ever heard of this game called Friday Night Funkin', right?
Not sure if I've heard of it. I'm not
It's
the
kind of like
most
a Guitar Hero.
well termed when it comes to video games, but
Yeah, so like I've been like before like I recorded it, it's getting ready, sneak peek. So also so like what I do was I count how not count, but I would analyze how many times I see this topic of a game. I would and then see if it's really that popular and maybe I should record it. So
so
yeah,
you
that's
record games based off their popularity? Is that what I'm
yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Like
good strategy.
yeah.
I think that's good, but I do notice sometimes when small YouTubers or small streamers they first get out, they want to go for the biggest game, you know. And I feel like sometimes that's the wrong way to take a look at things. I think sometimes you play the little games that
Well,
have a lot of
sometimes I
people
do.
wanting
Like
to
I
watch
would
it,
say for
and
like
then
okay, like
right. So sometimes it's the little games with the most audience that attract the most people. Do you
I
understand what I
agree with
mean?
you.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Cause
Because I
like
saw your video on this one Japanese horror game.
yeah,
That was pretty funny. I liked your editing there, but
I was really scared this like at the same time, but
yeah, I
people like
mean
when I yell.
that's a small game that I'm pretty sure not too many people know about, and I feel like that video was it was like a I feel like it did well because of the fact that it was a small game that some people may have just searched up and found it, or some people got recommended because it's a one of its kind. It's original, right? And
Yeah,
I feel like most social media algorithms they go for original, right? Would you agree with me?
right.
Right.
Yeah, I
So
agree with you.
yeah. My next question, and this one is, I guess, kind of for your viewers to get to know you a little better.
Okay.
What would you say in life, in general? So this is not from content standpoint, just in life, personal. Who would you say is your biggest inspiration in life?
Well, this I would say was my for doing YouTube. Apparently, I had two. Like one,
Mm,
so like when I was 4 years old, the first time I ever saw you, I first watched a video. It was a Sonic video. It was posted by this guy named Quabrine456, and I really got inspired by him because I know every time I end my intro, I always say peace. That's where I get that from. But then years later, I realized that, oh, something's wrong with them, or I don't know, some drama. But the person how I edit, how I put the memes and stuff, his name is Corey Kinchin. He's a very funny guy. I really like watching his content, and yeah, he's also retiring in when he hits 10 mil, so it's gonna be sad.
Well, you know, I feel like social media, even for the biggest of people, always comes to an end because you can't do it forever. You can't do one thing forever, you know.
There has to be a beginning and an end to everything.
Right. At some point, you gotta change it up because
yeah,
you would have a pretty boring life.
yeah,
You gotta enjoy it with what you have.
yeah. You gotta enjoy it while it lasts.
Right, correct. My next question I have for you, and this, again, personal, just trying to get your viewers to get to know you, right? I guess, what would you take is the biggest lesson you've learned in your life so far? And not from content standpoint, just personally.
Yeah. The biggest lesson that I've ever learned was that in life, it's, how do I say, there's not gonna be a happy day. It's not gonna be a sad day. There's not a point in time where you're gonna get angry or sad, or it's gonna be a good day. What that tells me that, and how do I say this? Okay. Alright. There's some point in time you're gonna get old, and sometimes you're gonna get some regrets, and those regrets come in small or big. What I would say is, you only get one life. You choose how you're gonna start it. You choose what's gonna happen, and make the best of it while it still lasts. Because one day, in a snap, everything is gonna happen very fast, like a snap.
Right.
One day, you look back, you're in kindergarten. Snap, you're in college. It happens so quick. So, enjoy life as it is. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Make room for the present before it's too late.
Holy shit, you should be an inspirational speaker. I mean, that was really good. Man.
Thanks, man.
And I totally agree with that. So just pretty much live in the present and
yeah, you always gotta make room for the present.
Make the most out of the current is what you're trying to say.
Make every day count. Make every day your best day.
Wow, yeah. I agree. Make every day your best day. That's yeah, I couldn't have said it any better. Make every day count. So
yeah.
Next question I have, and this we're going to go back into the content world, right? We just showed your viewers or people who follow you a little bit about your personal life, right? Now we're gonna bring you back into what you do as a YouTuber, okay? Now, understandably, you do YouTube. Is there ever a time that you would consider going into different platforms, like Twitch maybe, or anything like that?
To be honest with you, I was thinking about it, but I'm not too sure. Like, I may treat different social media platforms as different and not equal. Like, I can use, like, if I ever get into streaming, I could do it on Twitch. If I'm gonna make videos, I could do it on YouTube. If I'm gonna post any personal life or what's going on in my life, I'm gonna post it on Instagram. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I understand. So you're thinking it's a possibility. Is that what you're trying to say? Possibility.
Well,
okay.
It's a possibility, but less likely.
Less likely. Okay. So you're saying you're content with YouTube and what you're doing right now?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself, and that's good. You're not putting too much on your plate.
Yeah.
My next question, and this one is quite an important one to me, because throughout all of our interviews, one thing has stayed as a median a drive. I guess one question that I've asked everyone, and I feel like this and it started since the first episode, and now even here in whichever episode this I can't even remember. We're still asking this question. I guess, what are your views on mental health? Mental health as a whole. And I guess, how do you think mental health affected people during lockdown or quarantine?
Wow. I would say mental health has really been a big issue. Like it hasn't been this big ever since quarantine happened. It either doubled it or tripled the amount. I suggest that they should take a breather. If you guys have mental health, I suggest talking to a parent, talking to a friend, talking to someone who you really care about. Because if you really care about that person, then that means that person cares about you. And either that person really cares about you or something. But I suggest that talking to someone that you really care about, and if that person cares about you back, talking to that person. Because they can give you the best advice how to fix it. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I totally understand that. So, pretty much, if you need help, reach out.
Yes. You not
Right.
in life you can't do everything by yourself. It's clearly possible.
You're not
It's
alone.
clearly impossible. You always need help.
That's a big point that we've made throughout all of our interviews. If you need help, reach out, because you're not alone, so don't think you are.
Yeah.
My last
Yeah.
couple questions, I think I only have two more, but one of my last questions is in light of, I guess, and I feel like I feel like in this current day and age, a lot of people will judge you by a lot of people will judge you based on your past. And I feel like they're how do you I guess, how do you feel about people judging people? I kind of just How do you feel about people judging people on their past, right, instead of focusing on their
Yeah.
actions currently? So let's say, like, someone judging someone based on what they did 10 years ago.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. So how I see it in my point of view is that it's not it's not don't blame someone, just no, I wouldn't say blame. Don't judge someone. Don't judge someone about any characteristics about whatever happened years and years ago. Either if it's yesterday or whatever happened 10 years or how long from the past, it doesn't matter. All you got to do to judge someone really is by how they're acting in the present day. That's how you're going to judge. Because
Right.
if you judge them from the past, it's not going to make a difference.
I
If
see.
you, yeah,
So everyone deserves a second chance.
yes, everyone deserves a second chance.
I agree. I agree. Joey, final question that I have for you today. And I think this
Alright,
one is it's to kind of end it off in a good note, end it off in a fun note.
yeah,
So and I asked this, I don't think I've ever asked this actually, but I guess, what are your plans for any future videos? Any future things that you might wanna, take the opportunity to use the platform and just tell your fans, tell your viewers.
yeah. So what I was planning was, I might record some old games and turn into like a little skit kind of, and
Skit.
might do that. Like some videos can be like at whatever's popular, and some videos can be where it's like it's least popular. It's either that it's new, nobody knows about it, or something like it's like it's been known, but no one really plays it.
Right,
So
right.
that's what I'm going for. Those three stands that I'm definitely gonna record.
I see. So yeah, I mean, that's, I guess, for all the viewers, something to look forward to. Joey, once again, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come
Anytime,
on
man.
and take the interview.
Anytime, man.
Everyone, and thank you to the viewers. Thank you all for listening, and if you have made it this far and you enjoy what you heard, please like the
Subscribe to
video
his channel.
and
Share his
subscribe.
channel.
And
He's a really good person.
also go in the description, click Joey's links, go subscribe to him, show him some love, do me a solid, and we'll catch you next time. Anything else to say, Joey?
Yeah. Well, I hope for the people who are watching this, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and make sure whatever you learn from this, you use it every day. Make sure everything counts on that, okay? And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Yep,
Alright.
that's all.
Well, that's it. That's it for now. See you guys next time. Have a good
All
day.
right, bye.